Hi, my name is Yona. I'm the after school leader at Field Teen Center, and today I'm going to talk about As Far As You'll Take Me by Phil Stamper. I listened to it as an audiobook on Libby, which I recommend not just because the voice actor does a whole variety of accents for all the characters, which is really fun to hear, but also because it includes an interview with the author. So definitely check that out. This is the story of Marty Pierce, a 17-year-old from rural Kentucky who is getting out. Not just because he wants to leave the country and experience urban London and get some new experiences that way, but also because although he is technically out at home, his parents have a very begrudging acceptance, and he's hoping to find spaces and people he can really be himself with. And he has gotten himself to London by sheer brute force of will and some lying. Right out the gate, we find out that although he auditioned for this music program in London, he did not get in. His parents don't know that though. So he's told them that that's what he'll be doing, is this program, when actually he's going to be interviewing, practicing, building up his portfolio, and trying to get a position either in a program or maybe in an orchestra so that he can stay in London long term and not just crash at his aunt's place. So one of the very first people that he meets in London is his cousin's friend Pierce, who shows him around the city, holds his hand and makes him feel all kinds of feelings, and who immediately his cousin and all of his new friends start to warn him away from, because Pierce has a reputation for kind of crumpling boys up and throwing them aside. But it really seems different when Marty and Pierce are together, and Marty has really high hopes for what their relationship could become and what kind of person he could be with Pierce. So he starts to control what he eats to try to lose weight and be the more ideal version of himself. And he also starts playing impromptu sessions with his cousin and their friends, and even busking in some of the public places around London, which is very intense and stressful and difficult for Marty because he has the biggest, baddest case of anxiety that I have seen in a young adult novel protagonist in a long time, rivaled only by I Wish You All the Best, which is another lovely book, highly recommend. I feel like if you've read that one, you will like this one. So Marty's got a lot on his plate. Things with Pierce are kind of compounded by stuff going on with his friends from home. His best friend, Megan, they initially were not even friends. They were more like rivals. And the more physical distance he gets from her, the more he starts to sort of challenge their friendship and the ways it may or may not be what he needs. For example, she outs him to one of their mutual friends without telling him or asking him before he even lands in London, and things kind of snowball from there. So Marty has to figure out what he wants to prioritize and what kind of person he wants to be, and how he's gonna make his life in London sustainable for himself. I found it really charming. It's very stressful. It's hard to read a story in which somebody is like sweating and heart palpitating all the time. But I was really rooting for him, and I was enjoying learning about the music and watching these people grow to like each other and learn about each other through music. And the traveling all throughout Europe is really fun. So I recommend it. I enjoyed it. I think a lot of you guys would enjoy it too. I would love to hear what you think about it if you do decide to check it out. Our contact information is going to be in the description box.